popular TI, right? And
Yeah.
there's like a couple tournaments after that where people just get perma banning Naga. And eventually one team didn't ban it, and then they lost, and then no one ever picked Naga again. Sometimes it's just muscle memory. But I thought that made the sense because Naga got banned. I'm just trolling. Alk is really OP still and very good.
I was like, this doesn't sound like the fear I know.
But for Naga, that was true.
Yes.
Alchemist didn't get any changes, so this hero is definitely still very good.
Nyx was kind of going through that same thing, right? Because at Bangkok, everyone was banning it. It still kind of lingered on for the next one, but this tournament and the previous one, despite nothing having being changed, it's no longer a first phase ban. Super weird.
I think it's the invis meta kind of developed a lot the last 3 tournaments basically, where teams really valued Ricky and Bounty really high, and Nyx is, and sometimes still first phase banned, I think, to allow you the opportunity to pick those invis heroes if you want, because you don't have to worry about the counter as much. So it's like, it's a little bit of that game. The invis heroes value goes down, thus Nyx's value goes down a little bit as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's why Abaddon's coming into the meta. Abaddon's incredibly good versus all the invis heroes because you just stand your ground typically, you buy some auras, and invis heroes don't like to play into the team fight, especially Bounty, you can remove like tracks and stuff like that, so this is one of the reasons why this hero became more and more popular.
Interesting Pugna pick here. I know Dubu's been playing this hero in his pub, so he thinks it has good value right now, but we haven't really seen too many other teams mess around with it. But between, I mean, they've got a lot of heals going for them. They have ways to save their allies. I think Netherward, I think maybe it's against Batrider lane, you're pretty happy. Because I think the way the Netherward works, it has really high base damage. It's like if you cast a spell, you take 80 minimum damage plus a percentage of the mana they cast. So against like Flame Break and stuff, you're just dealing tons of damage back to Batrider. So it should allow them to win that lane.
Is this now a Pengo off lane,
Yeah.
Shaker in the middle? Did you pick the puck here, Fiat, being like, oh, if we can pull this bluff and be like it's gonna be Pengo mid and puck beats Pengo mid?
I mean, they just literally played versus an offlane Pango, which means that they're not really afraid of the offlane Pango. So they assumed a counter could come out, but they're not afraid of it. So even though Shaker is good versus Puck, I think no one was like, no matter what they pick here, I'll be fine. I have to pick a little bit earlier anyway, and we're gonna force the Pango into the offlane. And maybe that, in their eyes, is more important, just forcing that Pango into offlane, because that allows then Satanic to have a hero pool that he enjoys playing versus Pango, which generally speaking, Pango's not very hard to lane against, so you can kind of greed up against the hero.
I kind of like Puck against for all 3 of the first heroes from Avalus. Like against Batrider, somebody gets lassoed, you Dream Coil, you can delay the Pango roll, you can pressure the Lich. The Lich is normally very good at like picking off some solo core. If Puck just like phase shifts, the Chain Frost can end, which is normally a big problem around the Ice Spire or whatever heck it's called. So I like it. They're a little squishy on the Paravision side. I guess having Abaddon core is going to be nice for being the front line that they need to spot opponents.
And now they just need to figure out what Satanic wants to do with his 24th pick. Right now, they ban out the Medusa, Avalus takes out the Bloodseeker, and I guess both teams are looking for their 1 position right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna get to see 1 more hero, so he does have that luxury.
Alk is still there.
And he unfortunately does have to ban a hero and to pick a hero. And this is just one of those situations where last pick carry is kind of hard because both teams need to carry, right? So there's going to be 4 carry bans and then 1 taken away. So I actually think you're at a bit of a disadvantage if you're Paravision being in this position.
What if both teams don't ban Alk?
I was about to say, do you call a bluff? Do you not ban Alk here? Be like, oh, they pick it, we have an answer to it, or if they don't pick it, we pick it?
It's possible. I wondered if they wouldn't ban a carry. That way their opponents couldn't ban the next 2. They get 1 of the less good ones, or the better of the 2 bad left ones.
Of the comfort ones,
I don't know why you wouldn't pick Alk here if you are on Ovulus.
DK's been popular.
It's banned, so they won't get that one.
Yeah, so...
Yeah,
of the
DK
ones-
Dusa banned, Bloodseeker banned.
Satanic played Lycan. He played Templar Assassin.
I mean, they could play TA, that's fine. I would also be okay with something like maybe an Ursa or something in this game if they want to do that route. If you get Ags on Ursa, you're pretty invulnerable this game.
Paravision have played Act twice already in this tournament and lost both games with it.
I mean, I feel like Ovulus, that's an obvious Alchemist pick there. It's very strong with Lich. I think it's going to lane just fine against Abaddon. You just have to stun him, and that's not really an issue. Doesn't like to play in the Acid Spray. So it just comes down to, like, what do you want to deal with this in the late game? It's going to be the TA. This is a hero that can lane incredibly well against the Pango, so that's nice. Definitely Lich is kind of annoying for TA. You don't have that ability until later, until you get the Nullifier to deal with that, but I feel like just this fits Satanic the best. Like Ursa, maybe I could see some like Radon doing something like that, but Satanic, he likes to play the flash farmers, get ahead of net worth, and they're just gonna play off the map here.
They are going to be really good against Pango on almost all their heroes. Like tons of physical damage from long range. They've got 9 class thrown missiles as well. The downside to Paravision's lineup though is outside of DM, I just wish they had a little bit more tank front line. Because it's going to be a little bit harder for Ducalis to stay alive if he's getting found on the back lines by Earthshaker, by Smiling Knight, by maybe Zibe as well. So that's one thing I don't like about the Paravision lineup, but both of them look pretty capable. They have a lot of really good heroes on both squads.
How tanky would you consider Templar Assassin to be in this lineup? Because sometimes I see Templar Assassin, it's a real pain in the ass to burn through a refraction. Other times it seems like she barely even has it.
I don't think it's going to be a problem
It's
against
not
the
hard,
heroes they have on Ivalice, like between like Lasso and all the little frost damage, and like she's going to get chain stunned easily with Earthshaker and Alk in the combo, so they have to be careful. Like Ducalis and DM have to back up Satanic if he gets jumped on.
I think their game plan is just gonna be play around traps and puck and picking heroes off that walk into their vision. That kind of has to be. Or DM just has to front line. They waste all their spells, but you don't really have a good shield target this game. I think DM, maybe you can bail out puck, but you don't really bail out TAs. Even if you shield her, she just dies anyway if you're perma-stunning her.
I guess he's mainly using it reactionary, get rid of Lasso, get rid of stuns off of whatever Earthshaker's doing.
Yeah.
As opposed to the preemptive shields.
He's just gonna be the carry.
He's just gonna be the
I
carry.
think that's what he has to do. Just carry the game.
Up to DM now. Will he be able to win this game? We're gonna find out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for game number 2 with Cap and SVG.
That's right. Thank you, Neil. Game 1 was pretty damn interesting. Thought Ivalice was just going to get smashed. Then I thought they were going to win the game. And then they lost the game anyway. See what game 2 has in store for us, because we have an Alchemist, Avery. I thought this hero was broken.
That's
And
my
then it was missing for a while.
panicking face.
What?
Alchemist. Austin, we don't have an Alchemist, Austin. We have a last pick Alchemist. What in God's green earth is happening in the world of Dota 2 that you get a last pick Alchemist? What?
Legitimately, is this
What?
hero still kind of broken?
What is happening, Austin? That's what I asked.
That's what I'm asking you.
No, I'm asking you, Austin, what is happening? How did they get last pick Alchemist?
Well, it wasn't banned.
Thank you for that brilliant
Yeah,
analysis,
last
Austin.
pick.
That's why you're the play-by-play. I mean, this is disgusting. I'll say one thing. If Avalos don't win this game with last pick Alchemist, pack it in, boys. You know what I'm saying? Pack it in and look towards the next patch,
Pack
which
it
is
in.
coming out in, I think, 2 hours. That's what I heard last.
Oh, okay, very nice. It sounds like they're just waiting for the series then.
Yeah, pretty much. So this could be the last Alchemist game of the patch, everybody.
It
Round of
might be the
applause.
last Ivalice game for this this lineup, the way that Fear was talking.
Yeah, he really went in on him. Like, they have to fix this communication before the next game now.
Do not
All right,
start
chill, man.
game 2 until you have resolved your issues.
Patch, I just told you when the patch is, man. 2 hours. Mark my words.
It is 22:12 right now, so clock strikes midnight.
Now, in all seriousness, I do think Alk is an incredibly busted hero, and I fully expect Avalos to win this game with an incredibly busted Alk, despite Ari Vision having won game 1, probably being the better team, and having some interesting picks versus the Alk. I will say that. So
Okay,
they might
well,
actually
like-
win this game, but
What?
I'm still going to bet on the Alk. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. What interesting picks are you talking about? Like the Pugna?
Yeah, I think Pugna's interesting because you can save the Crep is pretty annoying for Alk. So
Yep.
he can get a faster nullifier. It's just not like his first 3 items, as Ducal's going to bite the bullet here. Oh,
Tries to block it out with the trees.
what? Then he trapped himself. Then he ate through.
Eggy's surely gonna find him, right? Oh, I think he might have healed too much. One more hit.
Not like this.
The burn, the burn, the burn. It's not
Yeah,
enough.
this is just not Eki's series, man. Sometimes
It really isn't.
nothing
Jeez.
goes your way, and that's just how it is. And sometimes your whole life, and
Refraction back up for Satanic, bumped out of the meld.
you wonder how you got there, and nothing goes your way, and it's just
God
that's
damn,
life, you know.
Just continue. I mean, you know,
That was poetic.
they've got a full creep wave pushing in. They've kicked the Templar
Yeah, they're doing fine.
Assassin
They're doing
out.
fine. They're chilling.
It's,
They got Alchemist. They got last pick Alchemist.
it would have been nice to have first blood, but you can't have everything in life.
That's true. Anyway, so the Decrep is interesting. I think a Batten save plus ult can also sometimes be interesting. It's also an interesting lane. And I think TA can have good timings versus the Alk. Like, you can actually keep pace with him a little bit and get Roshan's before he goes in for it, and then just turn the game on its head.
And then she's pretty burst, physical damage burst heavy, which has always been pretty good against Alchemist in the first 30 minutes.
So I don't know. They've got some interesting things going for them, but it's not. It just does not strike me as some lineup where you gave away first pick Alk and then just made his game impossible. It's not that type of game. So I still have a lot of faith in the Alk here, honestly.
Okay.
I also think Shaker's pretty underrated right now, honestly. I'm pretty big on this hero.
But it's being picked up a decent amount.
I think it should
You
be
think
picked up higher priority. That's my argument.
Okay. Why?
I don't know, just gut read, man. Like, he's just good. This hero just does a lot in the fights. He's a pretty solid laner. He comes online pretty early. Great team fighter. Always gives you enough stuns to play around. So he enables almost any side lane cores.
And draft-wise, he's flexible, right? Because he could be run both mid and safe lane.
He can be running all 3 core lanes, honestly. We saw Collapse playing it earlier today.
Sure.
He was owning it. That's what I'm saying. I think his hero does a lot more than people feel, but he doesn't do any of it at such an insane level that it inspires you to first pick him. But I don't think that makes him a bad first pick. See what I'm saying?
Not really, but...
God, you're useless.
Chat, did you pick up on what he was saying?
Okay, so do you remember...
I don't think they got it
I'll
either,
explain it a different
sorry.
way. Do you remember the meta when Snapfire was a first pick?
Yeah.
So in that meta, I don't think Snapfire first pick was broken in the sense that Snapfire was an insanely broken hero, therefore you first picked it.
Okay.
It was that Snapfire enabled a lot of other stuff.
Okay, sure.
So you first picked him because then whatever you got, he made the lineup function, and he brought it together, and he made other heroes feel good.
There was no downsides.
Exactly.
to first
He was
picking a hero.
well-rounded,
Okay.
and he enabled a lot of the meta.
Well,
I
it's a
think
shame.
Shaker is that kind of hero right now. I think Shaker actually enables a lot of the other heroes in the meta in a deceptively good ways, and there's not a lot of downsides to the pick.
Okay. All right. That makes a fair amount of sense. I'm still kind of struggling with how Earthshaker sets up other heroes. Because Snapfire, are you talking about the Snapfire when it was running 4th position? Or are you talking about the core Snapfire?
Well,
Because
yeah,
like a
little bit of
support
both.
is,
He
a lot
stuns,
more
Austin.
open.
It's that simple. He stuns.
Okay.
And there's a lot of cores in the meta that like stuns. Things like the Lycan, the Bristleback.
I rest my case. Like it in the
I
Bristleback.
think it speaks for itself, you know?
Okay.
Oh, Centaur action's back on.
Yeah, Felicity,
Oh,
which is
Greevil's greed. Should have given it to him. Well, Alchemist is leading the CS chart, Austin, and that's usually a pretty good sign for the hero.
And that's why Parivision have brought a 3rd hero to try and
But you
disrupt
can't
him,
fight
leaving
this hero.
Satanic alone in
You can't
lane.
fight out, man. This hero's just a beast.
Yeah, he just drops acid spray and pops the concoction. Says, what up?
I don't know, man. This is our last pick out.
You say last pick, Alec, one more time.
Oh, Satanic in trouble.
Not okay.
Eki in
Is
trouble.
he in trouble? Is Eki in trouble?
Satanic
the
in trouble.
1v2, Satanic back to it. Sineko's gonna pull him back in with the Sinister Gaze, and they will finally get that kill. He was left alone by his supports,
that
who
was-
mass migrated into the mid lane to secure no one in Invis rune.
I mean,
That's just bad luck. You go for the power runes, you all in, hoping it's a big rune, some regen, some arcane rune. Instead, Invis.
They left him alone for so long. That was just...
Now DeCalls comes back to lane, dies instantly, so now he's still gonna be alone.
I mean, not that it's going well for Parivision up in this
Use the
state lane.
Hurricane, push him back in into Satanic's hands, the Sinister
Okay.
Gaze, but the
No
bird
wand.
will finish him off.
Where
And
was the wand?
Sineko will also die. Meld easily gets that kill. Okay,
And
the
it's Cur-
Satanic's
okay,
back
well.
in. They're dying on couriers.
Oh, he's
He's
dead
gonna
too.
fall as well. It's just Obelisk, it was all going so well. How does this keep falling apart for you?
Oh.
Does he get night class? Oh, okay.
Oh.
He lives! He lives!
Eki God.
The boy who lived, he did it! Wait, what about the Wisdom Rune?
He's going to Hurricane him off it?
Hurricane him off?
Oh, he could have.
Well, good try. Good effort. Good effort.
At least Eki pulls it back a bit. What a clown show of a lane up top, honestly.
I did hear the circus song going around.
And you know who's winning in all this exchange, Austin? It's the Alchemist, because he's an Alchemist. And he's chilling. Look at him. Last pick Alchemist. He's just mad chilling. No pressure into him. He's climbing the net worth chart. Oh my God. What was that? You just... Jeez, are you okay? Well, Austin's going down, boys, so I'm going to have to do a little play-by-play here as 9Class is going to get caught on by Eki. He's going to get burnt to a crisp from the bat as the last pick Alchemist continues to free farm in the bottom lane. Not a lot of pressure going into him. A lot of pressure in Austin's windpipe right now. He might need medical attention.
I want you guys to know that every single time he says last pick Alchemist, he looks me in the eyes when he does it.
That is true. I will not deny that. But it adds to the bit. You okay there, pal?
Oh, yeah.
A little rough one there, huh?
Little tea came out my nose, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, a little came out over a lot of our equipment here, too.
Yeah,
Might need to clean that up for
It
tomorrow.
wouldn't be the first time I've had issues with
With
water and
what
electronics.
were you about to say? That is very true. Except no one caught that on camera, so not very useful for your brand. But anyway, while you were having a mini heart attack over there, last pick Alchemist continuing to free farm here. He's really picking up steam. And Parivision looking to take the towers. You got to put this Pugna Enchantress to use. I mean, you have two of the best tower taking supports in Dota.
Yeah, but you're up against a Lich. He just raw shields it.
That's true, yeah. But we see what Parivision are trying to do, right? They want to take these tier 1s. They want to roam, get the numbers advantage. It's just not lining up. What? What are you doing?
I was coughing.
Stop muting yourself. Let the audience hear what you're going through. Embrace it.
I don't think they want to hear me coughing into the mic.
Probably not. Honestly, Satanic's position is better than I thought it was going to be, considering he got left alone, he got ganked. But look at the stacks. Ooh. Stormstormer was looking for the Echo Slam and all this. Some of this got stolen by the Ench earlier as well, a little bit.
They gonna pop it? No one. He's gonna come in and might be able to get the kill.
Oh
Stormstormer's conducted the neutrals before no one can get the kill.
He's dead too?
He's a brilliant. He's brilliant. He kills himself on neutrals.
Was that intentional?
Denying no one the opportunity. I don't think so.
That was not
I don't think that was intentional. But we're supposed to highlight the players, you know? We're supposed to build them up, not knock them down.
I can't believe they waited that long to Echo away. With the heroes coming in, the fact that Parivision knew it was going down, they'll at least get this bottom tower in exchange. They have to accelerate this game. You do not want to just let the Alchemist farm. Shaker's going to have a quick blink off the Ancient farming. And Ducal's trying to invade here, but...
Saves himself with the Decrepify, with the Ench here as well, and DM coming in. There's certainly no way they're going to get any kills, and they're both getting caught inside the coils and killed.
Power runes.
Double kill for the Abaddon, and time to run at mid. See if they could take this tower with the Pugna Enchantress.
That's another reason why I'm big on the Shaker, because he does Ancients.
Whoa, what a
That's
timing
nice.
on the fish. It's no one. Risey jumps in, and now a concoction. Okay, saw that coming. He was ready for that one.
I mean, this is a tower you absolutely want to defend in this game if you are Avalos. No way you give this up for free. Ideally, you have that Shaker blink to help defend it. Then you're in a pretty good spot. But you really have to prioritize this. Keep your jungle camps defended. Do not want to let Parivision invade too much and start taking away that space, because it's a struggle for the rest of the team right now.
9Class just used his creep to block Smiling Knight, who was trying to stack a camp.
Yeah, he got him.
He got him good.
Every little bit. I mean, this Alex neck and neck with this TA. That's exactly what you want if you're Parivision right now. And you're threatening this tier 1 mid. This is the big pressure point right now. Send them Skelly boys in.
Doesn't have his blink dagger yet, so
Yeah, where's your Echo now?
his ability to defend these towers, at least get offensive off of it, it's not quite the same. Avalos are backing him up with 2 supports. Parivision are not biting on the bait here. But if they don't finish this tower up, then they're going to be walking into a blink dagger Earthshaker.
They really need to finish this blink. It would help Avalos defend this map a lot right now. And I mean, one thing is you can defend this map and just play for the Alchemist, but it is going to give TA a completely free game.
Yeah.
That's something you're going to have to deal with at some point as well.
Gonna have to think about when he could take Roshan. Eki, he tries to defend the tower, does not die. Oh, no one actually jumps to the other side there. Snako is too far away to get the grab on him,
I'm
though.
surprised they haven't tried to kick this Enchantress out. He is just continually summoning skeletons from behind this tier 1. He's been a complete nuisance. Okay, they're gonna kick the troll summon around. Nope. He's gonna live. He's gonna summon some more skeletons. Dude,
Just keep going, man.
this man's a machine. He's a bone machine. I shouldn't have said it like that, but
Oh no, he missed it! Greetings!
not like this. They gave him all those ancients to miss the first echo.
Well, now maybe that mid tower is finally open for the taking. Or maybe the skeletons will just do it.
Boom.
Like, he dies. I've never seen. Oh no, the Fisher blocked him off from hitting to call
Yo,
it.
Stormstormer, you gotta chill, man. Like,
Fear was right.
that's not a communication issue. It's just a. We'll get the tower denied. Okay, Suneko, he's
Got that much.
picking it up, you know. It's not looking too hot though right now. They missed the blink initiation. They didn't get a fight out of the tower defense. They're losing a lot of map control.
Now they've lost their triangle area. But Alchemist doesn't need that. He's got a Radiance. Eki's just going to go straight into the middle of them. Flame Break on 3. Takalis gets a good suck on, though. And Eki will fall as a result. DM got bumped into the little high ground area.
How?
That got him stuck. That spot is so annoying. That spot shouldn't exist, man.
He has no TP as well. They can just leave him there.
Oh, yeah, just leave him.
Are they gonna
Wait,
bait by him?
are they going to lose this fight? Are they going to lose this fight? With DM stuck here on this high ground area, they kill the Pango for it. Smiling Knight is still very strong, though. With his Radiance, they got no one on the side. Smiling Knight's not sure if he can keep going. His Chemical Rage is about to expire, so he calls it quit.
Yeah, Deso just arrived for Satanic. That's why he was lingering on the outskirts of that exchange. Smiling Knight beat him a little bit on the timings there, but not by much. And kind of a mixed fight for both teams. I guess the two carries are happy, but not the greatest fight for the Puck, who eventually goes down to the Shaker. So Stormstormer finally gets that matchup he was looking for in the team fight, at least.
He's going to go the Aghanims build. I really wish he would go the Samael Kaya Sanj build. I feel like blowing up the Puck
Everybody hates that build, though.
Is the entire reason you pick Earthshaker, right?
Everybody hates that build. Everybody trashes it.
Well, not Samael.
But yeah, Sumail
They're
thinks
not
it's good.
trashing Samael, I'll tell you that much.
I mean, I trust Sumail, but I'm just saying almost nobody does the Kaya builds on Shaker that he does. So I don't know what that says.
It says they're behind the meta.
Maybe, yeah. Enigma's just too far ahead.
That's true. They've been too far ahead for years now. They're probably just slowing down. Everybody else is catching up. That's why they're doing so well.
That makes sense, actually, yeah. They had a team talk. Yo, guys, we gotta wait and let everybody catch up. Eki is alive.
Boy, you...
Soon.
In 25 seconds, he will indeed be
Yeah,
alive.
he's alive soon.
I can't believe you said he was alive.
He looked alive.
Nah. Abaddon, too much damage. Curse of Avernus, man. 45 DPS.
See what kind of DPS Stormstormer can do here. Needs another hit. Smack.
That was not a bad reaction from Snako. Unfortunately, damage comes a little bit too quick, and Zibe, who just bought his Orchid, shows up to a team fight and dies immediately.
Yeah, not the best reveal for that. Also just gave 2 Deso charges to Satanic, who gets involved, and now has Blink finished as he continues to ramp up here. I mean, this is a last pick Templar assassin, Austin.
Thank you. And now I'm confused. Who was actually the last pick?
They're going another Orchid, double Orchid. They really want to shut down the Puck and the Pugna in these fights, which
I guess
makes sense.
the Aphotic Shield is going to come off.
I mean, you could Orchid the Abaddon too, right?
Yeah.
It's not that bad. You have multiple instances of silence. They kind of get better, I guess, in this game if you have more of them. Like, you can go and last with somebody and then Orchid the Abaddon. It's not bad.
Call
You
us.
just last this guy? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, apparently they don't want to use the lasso for him.
That was a crazy amount of time to just wait there. It pays off. Alchemist makes his presence felt yet again, and we'll get a tower off of quick kill.
Yeah, Party Vision don't want to fight. No one's getting his Blink Dagger right now, so.
Dire's middle tower.
They can revert to a more rat-oriented game with Puck plus TA, Enchantress creeps. It's just they have a really good TA timing with the Abaddon helping you join the fight, so I would not be surprised to see Party Vision group up and try and take the fight to this Alchemist, even with his timings. You got to start thinking about this Roche soon, as Eki is dead.
Man, the Frost Armor is just not good enough to save you against some of this damage. Chain Frost is going to go out while Zibe comes in. He's silenced up the
There's
Abaddon
nobody
and
else
went
here.
for the kill on no one, but Decrepify spares him of all that damage from the Pango.
Random Ripper lurking in the background too, could have hurricaned you in.
Yeah.
Creeps have been on point here.
They need a third Orchid. Because you need to silence the Puck, need to silence the Abaddon from saving the Puck, and you need to silence the
haters on Reddit.
Pugna,
Oh, yeah.
who also
That was a good one. Come on.
that
bud.
was a good one. That was a good one.
I mean, you really just need to fight with this Alchemist. That's the biggest key here. Every fight the Alch joins, you should be happy with that exchange. Throwing the Frost Armor on him will make a big difference because he has the regen to back it up.
True.
That's like part of your combination here. He can create the frontline space for the Shaker and the Bat to find the openings. But these fights are just starting with Party Vision going in and starting on support, starting on random targets without the Alch there. It's not a recipe for success, and they will get the first Roshan as a result. Exactly what this Abaddon TA lineup wants to do. And now you can absolutely take aggressive fights in, even into Alch with his timings as the Orchid. Is it that scary for Satanic to go in here with 2 lives? Not really. Still, it is a last pick Alchemist, so he's gonna get up there. He's gonna be beefy.
Yeah, and his other cores are seemingly being left behind. As we're going to watch Stormstormer die. Satanic, he's got the shard on Templar Assassin, so there are going to be
Or
random
Deso
traps
charges.
around the map that will silence you. It's a fun little mini game to play. It's like Minesweeper.
He's alive.
He is indeed.
I'm just gonna keep saying that. Little wave cutting action.
I mean, Avalos knows they can't fight, so
Radiant's middle tower is
They're losing a lot though on the map right now. Satanic is just getting to do whatever he wants. He's getting Deso charges. He's working towards BKB, which is when he's going to be really strong versus Alch. And taking tier 2s.
I forgot about that talent. Acid Spray grants armor to allies. So between that and the Frost Shield,
A lot of armor.
they do have a lot of ways to mitigate physical damage.
Yeah, that's why I'm not as concerned about Avalos taking the fight if the Alch joins it. It's just, if you take that and you somehow lose it, it's going to be really bad.
Almost catching Eki.
They are falling behind a little bit in this game. That BKB for Satanic is going to be no joke.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a 4,000 net worth lead against an Alchemist. That feels like you're behind a lot.
Dire are scanning.
Who knows? Maybe things will change with an Aghanim Scepter done on the Earthshaker, because he is just about to get that. I don't know what Zibe is going to do in this game, because he has no room to farm. Everything's going to go to the Earthshaker or the Alchemist. So he's going to be left without a Blink Dagger for quite some time. Just going to make things very difficult to get to this backline. That backline is currently being assaulted. Wait, no, the Chain Frost! Okay, they got him.
Last one there.
A little unnecessary, but
Yeah, Nine Class just trying to play on the little extra trap damage, be annoying, but a little too forward there. We'll
Yeah.
get the TA to his BKB, and Satanic, he's just hitting another tier 2. I guess the Enchantress not too important right now for Party Vision's push strategy.
Radiant structures are
They feel
fortified.
confident to take the fight. No Rolling Thunder, no Lasso. Good enough for them. Hags is done on the Shaker. I mean, I could see Avalos try and rally something here. 5 on 4. He's got a TP outpost, actually, so yeah, not that great of a window.
and the tier 2 is already dead, so there goes that. They're just going to wait out the Aegis, I guess. 2 minutes left on that one. Orchid placed onto the puck, a Fisher that goes wrong. Coil grabs Dibbe. He rolls up and dodges some of the damage. That's pretty nicely played, but he can't get away. He goes for a TP out.
In the base until he dies.
You are like cursing them, man. Like he completed his TP and still died.
I mean, who could have predicted that?
Obviously not you.
It's just it's a bit, Austin. You know, it's a bit. Come on.
Ah, it's a bit.
man.
It's a bit, right. That's what Kyle always said.
Well,
Radiant
I mean, that guy was actually wrong, though.
Okay. Whoa! A harpoon drag from across the screen. Party Vision, they are just, even if they're not getting kills on Avalis, they're kicking back to base over and over again. They
They're getting a lot.
hold a large share of the map.
I guess TA's ahead of the Alex still. That's not a good sign if you're an Avalos fan here.
Well, it was last pick.
Last pick TA, yeah.
On one of those heroes.
Last pick TA. Oh, little Wisdom Rune steal. That's a nice little juice. Juice in the bottle. I still think the team fight is doable. Like, it's very doable here. You just get a Blink Lasso, drag people into the Alchemist, you throw Frost Shield on him. I still think he's pretty strong. We just haven't seen it. I don't think we've seen it once, actually, except for the really early game. And generally, Alec is a hero you want to fight around. This is a hero that can join a lot of stuff, be really active, use almost every one of his item timings. They have the Orchids. Like you had double Orchid and this puck got the BKB without really having to take a single team fight in.
Yeah.
There's no way that feels good. Now
And
you're
this
gonna
Aghanim
lose the
Scepter
Shaker.
is not going to do you any good when you get coin.
Yeah, that's another problem. You need BKB on the Shaker to make bags really work. I don't know. It's felt very clunky here. Not seeing a lot of openings. Gotta get something cooking soon. Becky wants to set up bottom on the bench. Yeah, I mean, it's
Well,
an okay pick off you can grab. They're gonna ward for it. Not the worst.
The word setting up on the edge. Even if you succeeded. Did it change anything? They can get all the way to stall this game out to Smiling Knight getting AC, then maybe, but the current window looks really bad. You've got a Chrysalis on Satanic with level 20, so his meld minus 11 armor. You complete that Daedalus, you're talking about, just casually 2 or 3 shotting heroes.
AC on the Alk plus BKB on the Shaker, I think, is your next window here.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to give a lot to Party Vision in the meantime.
Maybe they can take a fight right now while Satanic isn't here.
Oh, Ward.
Another
He's TP'd
TP
in.
ward, and yeah, the TP coming. Oh, he got him on the harpoon, pulls him back in. Still though, trying to get a force staff a little bit of distance. The coil's gonna lock him in once again. The chain frost goes out, the echo slam as well, but the BKB from no one protects him from any of this magic damage. He'll survive through it all. Pull back there on the puck. Now they do manage to get one. Nice blink away before the damage can touch. Meanwhile, the Alchemist is right in the middle of all these heroes and hasn't been able to hit anything. Hey, 3 heroes stunned by the unstable concoction. That's
I
the best
genuinely
for it.
did not see him hit a hero once.
That's a bad sign.
He was just running around. Everybody ran to, disappeared. Incredibly awkward fight for him.
And a high ground push at 26 minutes. Not even waiting to have an Aegis again.